Hey there, it is me, Janice, and I am that Say No to Fixed Income strategist. And I'm here to remind you that it's not too late. It's not too late for you to reinvent yourself. So today, I'm talking to all of those that are close to retirement or who have already retired, and you really don't want to live on a fixed income. And you may be feeling as though you may have to. You don't want that. So I'm here to talk to you to share 3 things that is imperative that you do if you don't want to live on a fixed income. 1, let me just say this before I get into the 3. Congratulations, right? If you've already retired, congratulations. You deserve your pension. You deserve your Social Security. You worked for that. So embrace that. That's something that you should celebrate, right? And 2, if you are not retired, but you're close to retirement, guess what? Finish it out if you can, right? Don't throw those years away. You've worked hard. You sacrificed. You did all the things. You deserve to cross over that finish line. So hang in there and finish the course. Finish the course. But what I will tell you is this is the time to start building and redesigning what life in retirement looks like for you. So today I'm going to share with you 3 things that's so imperative that we do if we don't want to live on a fixed income. 1, we absolutely have to connect with people, groups, environments that are not living on a fixed income. Right? They're retired, they live in their best life, and they have designed a life that supports not only their lifestyle, it adds to, of course, the fixed income, but it really does surpass that, right? It surpasses that, and it allows them to live a life that they desire to live, whatever that is. You may want to be a jet setter. You may want to travel the world. You may want to just be able to provide for community, be able to provide for charity, be able to provide for your family, whatever it is. You may want to start a business. Whatever your desire is, right? You want to be able to financially support that outside of your fixed income. Right? So you have to be around people, places, and things that fosters that, right? You need to be able to see that in live and in action in the lives of the people that you are around. So 1, exposure is everything. Everything. What it does is it shatters the limited thinking, the limited beliefs that we can't do it. It's too techy, whatever it is. We're at an age where we want to just slow down. And you have to, when you start thinking about things that say you can't, take an assessment of the people you're around. What you're listening to on TV, what you're listening to online, the people that you're in conversation with, do an assessment of their lives, right? And I guarantee you'll find that you are amongst the 5 people that you hang around or you associate with or you listen to the most. So if it's not building up where you're trying to go, then it's time to change that environment, right? It's time to change that environment. 2, you have to be willing to learn a new skill. You just have to. If you don't want to learn something new, then this definitely isn't going to work for you, right? You want to be able to embrace new things. You want to become, and it's not too late, you want to become a lifelong learner. The world is changing, right? We already know that. We can go from A to Z. The world is changing. And if you don't change with it, if you don't pivot, then you're certainly going to be left behind. And you're going to begin to live a life where there are many restrictions, many limitations. And you don't want that because you can't grow in that type of environment. So learn a new skill, whatever that may be, right? So if you don't want to live on a fixed income, then you have to learn something new, right? You have to learn something new. So the question becomes, well, how do I not live on a fixed income? What do I want to do? Let me tell you, and this is the part that's so exciting to me. We are in the best years of our lives. Why? Because we have amassed a myriad of of experience along the way. We have experienced life in many different areas, right? We have lost, we loved, we've overcame, right? We have whatever our skill sets are. We have our passions, things that we love to do, things that give us joy. We live in a day and age, my friend, where those things, just pick one, right? Just pick one and you become the subject matter expert in that particular area. Why? Because you've overcome it. Why? Because it becomes easy to you, right? You have learned some tips and some tricks and some things that, will make life easier for somebody else. And when I tell you, there are thousands upon thousands of people that's looking for the solution that you have. So we are living in a season of our lives where we are total best selves at this point. At this day and age, all we have to learn how to do, that go to skill, is package it. All we have to do is learn how to monetize that, learn how to show up, right? No, we're knocking on no doors. No, we're not doing that, right? We're not talking to family and friends. We're not doing that. We're doing this from the comfort of our own home, right on our computers or our phone, and learning, here's the skill, learning how to package your skill set. Learning how to package that and position it in a way where people will come because they want what you have, right? That's the skill. And I would encourage you all to embrace learning something new. Don't worry about what you don't know. Just dream. Just dream, right? Learn something new and connect with community, connect with an environment of people, right? That are doing it. That can show you how, that can encourage you. That's what you want to do. And the third and last, oh my God, this is the biggest, your mindset. Your mindset, this really should have been the first one. We got to start with mindset. Think about it. You've been working 20, 30 plus years. We have been conditioned to think a certain way, to act a certain way, right? We all have, right? Because that's the structure that we've operated in all of our lives. We have to change our mindset if we want to do something different, if we want life to look different from that employee mindset, right? The employee mindset is very structured, it's very predictable, right? Now, that doesn't mean it's a good thing. It just means that you've learned how to operate in a very robotic manner, right? And there's not much room for individual design of your life, right? So there is a box that has been created. And when we start to filter in from a teenager, right, starting in school, and we matriculate through a certain path that leads us into the 9-to-5 space, nothing's wrong with it. So don't think that I'm bashing it, right? It provides for us. I get it, right? But we have to understand the other side, the effects of that, right? So we navigate into the box. And so this is where we live. We park it here, right? Now we're in the workplace, right? We're advancing, we're doing the things, the money that we're making determines the type of lifestyle that we can have, right? Whether it's a luxurious lifestyle, which most often is not, right? Because your boss will never pay you enough to live next door to them, right? So with that being said, whatever you bring home is going to be your lifestyle is going to be indicative to what you bring home. And we learn to be okay with it. We learn to adjust to the environment. Well, when you decide that you're going to redesign your life and you're going to take ownership of your life, meaning you're going to generate your own income, right? You're going to design what retirement looks like in your world. Then you, my friend, get to determine how much income you make. You get to determine how you want to work. You get to determine where you want to work. You get to determine all of that, right? And you get to design it in a way that is not work. It's because it's based on what you love. You don't punch a clock, right? You don't have to ask if you can take a vacation, right? You don't have to ask if you can go to lunch at a certain time. If you want to go to lunch with a girlfriend or by yourself or with a spouse and you want to take 2, 3, 4 hours, you can do that. If you want to jump on a plane and you want to go to a different city just to explore and have a good time, you can do that. Why? Because you've designed a life of ownership that pays you on a regular basis. And the amount of money that you are generating depends on your effort, depends on the skill and your diligence in learning the skill, right? It depends on the mindset, right? You have to understand that, listen, nobody is going to be behind you to push you and encourage you. This is your thing. You get to do that, right? Different mindset. And then the environment, what you're exposed to, you begin to accumulate more and more people that's just like you, that's doing the things that you're doing from the standpoint of taking ownership. And that is when you start to develop an ecosystem that will empower you to succeed. This is the time to do that, right? So hopefully, my friend, this has encouraged you, because that is certainly my effort. My focus is to encourage you, to inspire you, to remind you that it's not too late. You are in the best season of your life. So until the next time, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more, and like, comment, all the great things. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.